Good morning. All right, let's get things formatted here real quick. Get the ball rolling. Happy Sunday morning to y'all. To two of you, and maybe one of those is me. Let's do a like I always do. Sound check. Hey Nick, how's the sound, Nick? My voice coming across okay? Give me a thumbs up if everything's fine. Loud and clear, fantastic, awesome. Nick, you should come up sometime soon. I'll share a link. Hey, Chauncey, I'll share a link after a little while, and anybody can come up. Um, so let's see. How was my week? My last couple of weeks. I The last 2 weeks I did 40 hours of overtime in the truck. So uh, norm 80 was is 80 hours is a normal two week work period, and I did 120 hours the last 2 weeks. So It's, uh, it's been exhausting. That included a trip to Utah and back, where I actually picked up some records, in Utah. Oh, you know what? I think I took those down to the shop already, but maybe I shared about that in my 2 weeks ago. I found some good records. Raji, uh, thank you. You were misled about the beard. Let the beard love commence. Like I said, I'm in the in-between stage, so this time next month it'll be Rochelle wants me to really grow it out this winter, so we'll see what happens with the whole thing. Um, oh, Nick's in New Hampshire for the weekend. Oh, cool. Russell, let it beard, indeed. So, just a quick regional update. Our president said that he authorized or directed the Secretary of the Department of War to use full force on the quote unquote war ravaged Portland. Um, and that couldn't be further from the truth. It's just another example of the ridiculousness. Portland is a great and wonderful city. And just like every city, we have troublemakers, but it's a beautiful town, and there is no uh, there's no hate in our town, and we're certainly not war ravaged. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I just wanted to set the record straight on that real quick. Um, this week, let's see. This week on Thursday, uh, or on Tuesday, my youngest daughter drove over to Bend, which is over the Cascade Mountain Range, where my two older sisters live, and she brought back my second oldest daughter, with her, and she brought her husky with her, Riley, and so we have two of my daughters here with us this weekend, and it's been great. But let's see. On a Thursday night, I went to bed because I was getting up at about 4 o'clock. I went to bed at about 8:30, and was woken up by a smell at about 11:30, and it was the smell of a skunk. And we have skunks here in the Willamette Valley, and even in town and stuff like that. And we'll occasionally smell them, and we've got kind of a backyard with lots of bushes and trees and whatnot. And we get deer in our backyard and things. But um, Riley was let out to go to the bathroom at about 11 or so, and he found a skunk, and he got sprayed, and he really got nailed. I mean, really got nailed. Hey, Paul, Jens is here. Sweet. Um, and he came inside, and he was suffering. He was whining, and he rubbed his body all over the furniture and all over the rugs and everywhere. And the my two daughters and my youngest daughter's friend got him into the bathtub real quick, and they scrubbed him and scrubbed him and scrubbed him, and with hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and a little dish soap and whatnot, and got him, got the a lot of it. But our whole house smells like skunk. It's just clearing up today. But we I had to take a backpack with my gear in it to my truck, and I had to actually my backpack was so saturated with the smell, I had to put it in the battery compartment underneath my truck for the day on on Friday, and it made my eyeballs hurt. It was so bad. So we've been doing lots of loads of laundry and all sorts of things. It's been kind of an adventure. I mean, these are the kind of problems we want, but the skunk has been dominating. The skunk smell has been dominating our household for the last 4 days. But we're through it now, and there's only ever so slight of a skunk smell on Riley. We got it off pretty good, but he was whining all night, and that poor guy was rubbing all over the place, and so but we're all back to pretty much normal here. And anyway, so let's see. Yesterday, big game. Ducks beat Penn State in double overtime. Huge win for our Ducks here in Oregon. That was cool. And there was a bunch of upsets yesterday, which was fun. So it'll toss up the rankings quite a bit if any of you are into college football. Let's see. It's been beautiful all week. We're going to get rain tomorrow here and throughout the week. So I wanted to I wanted to go on a motorcycle ride yesterday and dig for some records. So hey Ed, I went to I rode to a small town of about 10,000 people called Sweet Home. It's a logging and pardon me, I told some of this on Rachel's stream. So those of you who are over there are going to hear this again. But anyway, I went to Sweet Home, which is kind of a depressed logging town, and it's about 10 miles from where I was born, and went to an antique shop where an elderly lady uh, runs and owns, her and her husband, and she had a bunch of records. He probably had oh 50 Beatles records, and they were all priced a little high. But as soon as I walked in the door, she said, "All the records are half off, and anything that's not priced is $5." So I dug through the records and found a few, and then I said, "Are these all your records?" And she said, "Well, if you want to dig, I've got like 4 or 5 boxes, crates in the back room." So I said, "Yes, let me dig." And so hey Yvonne, I went in the back room, and of course none of them are priced, and so they were all $5, and I ended up buying 40 records from her, and I got just a few for myself, but mostly to resell down at the shop. I've been really enjoying, and the thing about when you resell, when you have a retail space, um, it's if you find the right records, it's not easy to. I mean, it's not hard to sell them. There's people who want to buy them, especially in our town because we have all these antique shops and it's a tourist town in Silverton here. But the trick is finding the records, getting out there and finding them at a price that you can make a little bit of money. Because by the time I clean them all and sleeve them and everything, you've got some time into it. So I did find I found a whole bunch of records, and in the back there were a bunch of Beatles records, and I showed those records on Rachel's stream, so I won't show those. But I got 10 Beatles albums, and there was actually probably 20 back there, but they were pretty hammered. But the ones I got were in really good shape, which is kind of unusual. When it's most Beatles records are pretty hammered. But anyway, so I'm gonna run through a bunch of records that I found yesterday, and that I was excited to get, and so we'll just go for it. Show you guys. Uh, Axis Bold as Love on the split, not the tricolor or whatever, but the split Steamboat label. Um, the cover's not in the greatest shape, but the vinyl's in really good shape. And same with Electric Ladyland. Big heavy ring wear on that one, but the record's in good shape. One of the ones I found out front that was only $5 was the soundtrack to Top Gun. So I will. This actually, I think it's on Discogs. I mean, I think it's like $20 for some of these if they're in really good shape. And this is in great shape, so we'll see. I'll play it a few times, but I don't think there's anything on here that's going to keep me owning it. So I'll pass it. Man, look at Look at a young Val Kilmer there. Yeah, pretty awesome. I remember that. Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone. I haven't listened to this yet. I may keep this one. I don't know. Do you guys like the Royal Scam? Is this good? Is this a good Steely Dan album? It's in great shape, the album, but I don't know much about the album itself. What year did this come out? 76. So this would have been after Pretzel Logic, but right before Asia, I guess. Right? I think that's right. Here's one I don't know anything about, but I'm anxious to listen to. Alice Cooper Goes to Hell on the Palm Tree label. We'll see how that sounds. It does take my breath away too, Paul. Yeah. I remember that sex scene. I was just what was that, 1985? So I'm like 11 years old, and I don't think that was when we maybe first got a TV, and I might not have seen it until about 87 or something like that. But I remember seeing that sex scene, which is not really, it's not um, overly, um, you know, sexy. But I was as a young church boy, I was kind of like, ooh, whoa, that's pretty heavy duty. Bayou Country, everybody knows this one. Great album by CCR. And let's see, I think you got another CCR. Yeah. Pendulum. I don't know this album very well. I should keep it, Yvonne. Okay, maybe we'll see what we'll see. Here's a funny one. Anybody ever heard of Vanity Six? I have no idea what this is, but they're like $15. So, and I only paid $1 for this one. This was at like a thrift shop yesterday. So I'll listen to this and look at Brenda here with her cigarette in the shower stall or in the bathroom. Anyway, kind of sexy. Loki, if Wax was here and supported smaller VC channels by participating in the gallery, he'd tell Paul to stop with those kind of jokes and let him do the heavy lifting. Yes, Yvonne, I do have a sexy woman. Okay, Paul knows Vanity Six was a group of Prince proteges. I actually got another Vanity Six album too, in that they were just both $1 a piece. So is all Prince. All right. This was wild. I got this for $5. This is Tusk, and it's on silver vinyl. So it was kind of weird. I brought this home, and there's 2 records in it, but it has 4 record sleeves, and they're all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. And I thought, oh man, did I miss that? Was it just an album that had 4 albums, and they didn't have it? But no, that it has just 2 records, but it has 4 sleeves inside, which I thought was interesting. Can any of you enlighten me on Tusk at all? I've never listened to this album, so I don't know much about it. What is 513008, Loki? Tusk equals cocaine music. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Anyway, it's not a cheap album. They're going between 40 and $50 on Discogs. So that was a good score, and it's in near mint condition. It's in great. It's almost brand new. I don't even know if it's been played really, but it's kind of a small box. But yes, well, Hard Rain. Do you guys like Hard Rain? I haven't listened to this either yet. I may keep this one if I like it. I really liked what's the one I got? Mercy a while back. That was a keeper. A little more electronic Bob from the late 80s or early 90s, something like that. That was really good. You want the Vanity Six record, Yvonne? I can set it aside for you, man. I'm happy to do that. We can trade or something. Everybody knows this album, Volume 2, Bob's Greatest Hits. The vinyl's in great shape. The cover's kind of hammered a little bit, but it's not bad. Here's an album that I'm looking forward to playing. The put the Hammond sound or the Fender Rhodes sound on the keyboard here and play along with this. It should be fun to play with. I don't know if you guys know One of the biggest, one of the heavy hitters that I got yesterday was this Zep one, and the vinyl is near mint, which I haven't seen before. It's no marks whatsoever on it. I haven't listened to it, but it should sound really good. Put it through the Humming Guru. Um, I don't actually have a copy of this, but I don't think I'll sell it. I mean, I don't think I'll keep it. I think I'll move it. But this is so wasn't the Plum label would have been like a first press, right? Am I right about that? I don't know. I don't remember, but anyway, this should sound pretty good. Let's see. Here we go. This was another good one I got yesterday. Easily worth the $5. Yeah, these aren't cheap. I'm not a huge Judas Priest fan, but yeah, we'll see. I'm told that that this album is a great one as it's a reference album for your stereo system. That it sounds really good, really dynamic, and so I'm going to play this afternoon. Decide if I want to keep it or not. I'm not sure, but for $5 and the vinyl's pristine, so we'll see about that. And then I had never seen this before. Do you guys know this? Fame and Fashion, digitally remastered. Probably doesn't sound awesome, but I'd never come across it before. What year is this? 84. It's got Space Oddity on it, Changes, Starman, 1984, Young Americans, Fame, Golden Years, Heroes, Ashes to Ashes. So it's got a lot of hits on it. Maybe it sounds good. I don't know what all these numbers are that you guys are posting. Post away. Here's one that I showed on Rachel's stream, but I thought it was interesting. This is Fleetwood Mac's Penguin, but it's got a blank label. So I don't. It probably doesn't increase the value, but just $5 or whatever. I don't think. What do I have this? I don't think I have this priced yet, but it's probably like a $15 record. Maybe not. Maybe you guys would. Does that make on an error like that? Some errors make it worth money, and some errors don't. So I don't know. I have no idea. Is this a good album? Even I've never heard it. You got the two Bowie albums, Yvonne? Cool. Another one that I found yesterday for $5 is this, and it's not a cheap record. This is on. I think it's a first press, but I'm not sure. And I haven't listened to this one yet, but I really like her '74 releases. This is from the '60s though, so this should be pretty good to listen to. I haven't got it priced. Yeah, it's not a. I have it at $24. I think they were going. Some of them are going between 30 and 40 on Discogs, but I try to price things a little bit below that so that I can move them and give people a good buy. Here's another thrift store a dollar record that I got yesterday. That I really like Vicente Fernandez. He's a troubadour from Mexico back in the day, and this is Volver a Mexico con Antonio Velázquez. But I thought the cover was so great and the vinyl was in really good shape. So it's kind of weird. It's got the same back and front. But this is from this is a Mexican release. So we'll see what it sounds like. But it could be fun. I like this kind of stuff. And then the last one, this is a record that is my brother-in-law's favorite soundtrack, one of his favorite records, and I was tickled to find it yesterday. It's Ennio Morricone, the soundtrack to The Mission, and I don't know if he has this or not. If he doesn't have it, I got to send it to him in Belfast. But my understanding is this is really beautiful. You guys remember this with Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons? I think it's they're like Spanish missionaries in Brazil or Colombia or something like that. It's a tragic movie, but the soundtrack I guess is just amazing. So that's what I got. Now I got a bunch of other ones too. Got a Devo and some other rock, some other CCR and whatnot. But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. It's always fun to stumble across. I actually this old lady that runs the shop. Sadly, her husband just had a heart attack, and so he's in hospice right now. I think he's going to be okay, but they're old in their 80s, so I may go back and maybe make an offer for all of her records because I think they need some money. So we'll see. It'd be a little bit of an investment for me, but it might help her out and it would help me out with my inventory and stuff like that. Uh, oh, is it a Monarch pressing? Oh, let's look. You have to. It's not translucent for all you raw people out there. Um, I can't see it here very well. Um, let's see. Is it will there be an M on it? There's an M on it. Does that mean it's Monarch pressing? Yeah, there is a big M on it. Maybe that means it's Monarch. I don't know. I'll have to dig into that. Does that mean it's worth more, Yvonne, if it's Monarch? I guess Monarch pressings are worth a little bit more than some of the other ones. Da, da, da. So, 19 of you here hanging out. All right. Well, let's chat. Okay, here we go. I can toss these up. Okay. MO on the label matrix and encircled MR stamp in runouts. Well, this just had a big M on it, but it was pressed in. It's not etched in. So I don't know. I didn't see the whole dead waxer flip the other side. So I'm not sure. Yeah. MR. Yeah. Monarch Records, right? So yeah, we'll see. But maybe does that make it sound better? I don't know. Got the coffee throat again. Got the ice cubes in the coffee this morning for the second cup. Marty, I have to leave because my friend Dagon isn't joining the stream. I think you upset him somehow. Oh yeah, I noticed that John wasn't here. That's interesting. Where are you, John? No, I'm sure I didn't upset him. You cannot support the enemies of Dagon. Well, Dagon has no enemies, Rochelle said. I know that to be true. You want the Aretha too? Oh, whoops. Yvonne, I can set that aside for you. I'm not sure how shipping works now. That things are kind of jacked up, but we can definitely make it happen, brother. If you want it, that'd be no problem. Yes. Okay. I can't guarantee it's Monarch, but anyway, I'll be in touch with you on Instagram or send me a message and we'll figure something out. So that would be just fine. Let's see. Anybody? Let's do this. Copy. There's a link. So if anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come hang out and help me. Like Rachel says, it's always better when somebody comes up, sits at the table, and joins us for a while. I've been still really enjoying the Humming Guru, though it does take longer than using the spin clean, but I think the results speak for themselves. Um, and yeah, I'll continue just to plow through these records and get them all clean through the Humming Guru. I'm gonna take a handful of them down to the shop this afternoon, for the last day of the month to get my friend Bambi to get him up on the wall down on my holy moly wall. Hey, I'm out of the loop, but no one can hate Dagon. That's the truth. Where is Dagon? He asked me if I was having a stream today. Um, he's watching borscht recipes according to the Discord. Um, come on, John, pause the borscht recipes and come up and hang with me. Um, yeah, Rochelle can come up. She is capable of coming up, but she's too shy. I can only get her to toss her face in every now and then. But maybe we can blackmail her. Uh, shower. Oh, she's got shower hair. Okay, well that's understandable, I guess. Um, yeah, shy, Chauncey. I don't know. She is shy. She's not a real super people person. Um, and she keeps to herself a lot, and the little children that she teaches in school. Um, what is Rachel's ideal panel? Johnny L, Victor Orbanek. One is not like the other two. I can tell you that. Johnny L's a sweetheart. Love that guy. No, she doesn't lack interpersonal skills. She's very good at that. Uh, she's she's just doesn't she does I mean, this is kind of rich coming from you. Although you do have skills, communication skills, but yours are all in type, Loki. Uh, I've heard of bed hair, but not shower hair. Just wrap it up in a towel. Yeah, that'd be fine. I wouldn't mind that at all. um, so anyway, keep the comments coming so you can keep me responding. How about an AMA? Ask me anything. Um, hey, there's John saying hi to Greg. Uh, John, come up and hang out. Let's talk about borscht. Borscht? Borscht? How do you pronounce that? He has arrived. All right. So anyway, he is yeah, he is safe. We all were worried for a bit. Um, I'm always concerned when my fellow Pacific Northwesterners are not around. Um, Marty, have you ever munched on raw onion while driving your truck? When I was a kid, Paul, we grew onions in the garden, and I would eat them like an apple occasionally, sweet onions, mostly just to say I did it. But I do love onions, and there was definitely some onion controversy in the Discord this week. Um, and it actually I mentioned that it looked like palt. You Canadians probably know what palt is. I had palt up in northern Manitoba on Matheson Island when I was a kid, and it was the first time, and it looked like a big slimy booger. It's basically like shredding a potato. I mean, I guess people make it different ways. They stuff it with different things, but these was just a potato booger. Cook a potato, shred it, and then boil it. And I probably would really like it now. Uh, but well, I'm not sure. I haven't had it in 20 years. I see a Greg, but I don't see a camera. Um, so if you got your camera, if I can see your face, I'll bring you up. But I see you backstage there. Um, disco and soul albums. I might have a few around. I'll uh, I'll uh, I'll see what I can find, Yvonne, and we'll talk on Instagram. We'll see if we can come up with anything. Um, skunk smells like dead animal to me. A dead rat in a wall. It's sour. It's horrid. It is so horrid. It is. It. Yeah, like I said, it made my eyeballs hurt. Um, and the wild thing is that like we were burning. What is that? that incense, that wood, Sao Paulo, or it's the you burn a little stick of wood, and I was dropping some tea tree oil, and after a while, it kind of all the other smells that aren't skunk, kind of you think they are skunk. Hey, there he is, Greg. How you doing, man? Give us a mic test. Can you too loud? Okay, go for it. Get yourself squared away. Palo Santo. That's what it is. I can hear your typing, Greg, so sounds like your mic is on. Let's see. A monster.
Okay, there you are.
There I am.
There,
I hear
there you are.
you. Hey, how's life in France, man?
It's good. It's good. There's a beautiful sunset. I don't know if you can see that. So let me see if I can turn it.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's a little
sure.
bit of a sunset.
Sure, peeking out there.
That's my
That's
my
cool.
father-in-law's house there. And actually from his house, you get a really great view of the sunset.
Did I hear you musing last week about just staying in France?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But is that was I talking to John about that?
I think it was
Yeah.
yeah, I caught a little bit of your stream or whatever. It's that's super cool. And you're getting your hi-fi setup all going there and finding some
Yeah, no,
good albums.
it's good. You know, I don't know. I've got another 5 or 7 years to go, maybe before I retire. So this is a little bit of a dry run for us to see
Yeah.
if we like it here. You know, we have family here, of course. My wife is from Paris.
Yeah.
My folks are, what they're about an hour and a half from London.
Okay.
So
So
easy
that's
to
just
get there,
yeah,
you know.
that's a big factor too. If you can be closer to
Yeah.
them than
Yeah,
DC.
exactly. Like I'm
Yeah.
assuming with your folks, right? Like, they're getting on in age, and
Yep.
so it's kind of nice to be around. So, we'll see how it goes, but provisionally we're here for another, 10 or 11 months or so. So,
Yeah.
how are you doing
I'm doing
otherwise?
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
tired. I was saying I got 40 hours of overtime the last 2 weeks, so it's
Yeah, I thought you'd been on the road a bit. Yeah.
yeah, it's been something. Hopefully that'll slow down a little bit. We're kind of getting to the end of lime season. Um, so when I do 2 lime loads out to a field during a day, it's generally an 11 or 12-hour day. And I enjoy it. It's great. You get to go out, you get some good exercise because I'm dragging hose and talking with
Yeah.
the applicators and stuff like that. But it's hard work, and it yeah. After the end of the week, you're kind of tuckered. So
And so tell me, I didn't know there's a lime season. So
yeah,
like it's
agricultural lime. Yeah, they put it on the field anywhere between like 2,000 and 6,000 pounds an acre, and it
yeah.
changes the pH in the soil, and it, of course, increases production. So they put it on all sorts of crops here, whether it's just grass seed or wheat. We put it in hazelnut orchards and even vegetables. So a lot of um, a lot of farmers in the area um, are up, use it, and so
Mm.
we have these
So
big buggies that I load into.
and so what's the next
uh,
load
uh,
seasonal load then?
Tomorrow I'm doing a throughout the whole year. I'll take like a curtain van, which is like a flatbed with curtained walls on it,
Yeah.
and I'm taking a load of just 50-pound bags of pallets with 50-pound bags on it up to a landscaping business up in Puyallup, where Harry's from, tomorrow.
Okay,
So
so that's near Tacoma?
yes, it's very close to. It's just right up against Tacoma. Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll
I've been
be,
there once.
it's that'll be a hopefully just about an 8 or I got to go load the truck in the morning, so that'll take about an hour. Um,
Okay.
and
And then a full day's right, 8 hours almost to get up there.
up there and back. Yeah. So it's only about
Okay.
depending on the traffic in Portland, it's only about 3.5 hours to get to this
Oh,
location.
Portland. Are we going
Yeah.
to talk about that? Okay.
Yeah, we
Can I
can. I
can
did.
I
I
can I
did.
show a couple? Can we do a couple fun things and then we'll
Let's
talk
do
about
that. Let's
Portland?
do that. Okay. You got some pickups?
I am in France, but I still I think I jumped in the stream in the comments a couple weeks ago and said, Marty, I've got a couple
Okay.
74s
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you. So, and then we can get into it. Portland. Is there a ring road around Portland?
Yeah,
Okay. Cannonball Adderley. Do you have that one? It's
I
a little
don't.
dark, the cover.
I see that. It's very, very,
It's like a
Pink
it's
Pink Floyd-y kind of, except with a saxophone.
yeah, it's a pyramid, and then
Pyramid.
there's a sax in the middle.
Yeah,
It's very dark, isn't it?
yeah.
Quintet. It's I'm pretty sure this is live, right? Anyway, there's just to prove it to you there, Marty. 74 Fantasy Records.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right
And
on.
it's pretty funky. Let me see here.
Cool.
Yeah, Hal Galper is on the
Okay.
so this is a fun one. Stream it. You'll see. And
Okay.
then not I don't think it's very expensive. I got it.
Now,
I got it when
are
I
the
was in
records
London.
you get in France, are they French pressings or UK
Well,
pressings, or what are they normally?
This one I got in London. I was in London for the first
Okay.
couple of weeks in September. But I'm kind of in the countryside, I'm going to Lyon a couple of weeks, so I can update then on the record shops there. But Lyon's really good for a record stores, I'm gonna say.
That's where my daughter taught English last
Yeah.
year.
Did she like it, or
She loved it. She absolutely loves it, and she spent a semester over there when she was in school, and then she went back. She was in Lyon, but then she went to what's the other town? I forget. I think it starts with an L. Stunty said it was the armpit of France. This other town she was in.
it's not it wasn't Saint Etienne, was
No. I think he was just talking some
He
shade.
was being stunty, right? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Loki. Let's see. I'll go back up. Hey, Norman's here.
If you want to catch up.
Loki asked a question. Marty, can you ask OJ if he thinks Rachel's endgame is to get a senior position in MAGA's new forever hierarchy once they do away with the charade of elections after the midterms? That's
have
great.
you ever watched her political show though?
Yeah.
She's got this guy who's like a
Oh
British Columbia conservative guy, and he's always I've only popped on once or twice just to be like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
but he's there, and he's got like this dumpster fire behind.
He did have like a nature scene of a creek or a river, and then he went to the dumpster fire. His name's Blake, but I think a lot of the guys refer to him as Blank.
I think I saw him. I gave him 5 minutes of my time right at the beginning, and I thought, this guy's really boring. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't find him compelling in the slightest. I mean, if I listen to the stream at all, the political nooner or whatever she calls it, it's when I'm in the truck and I'm just there to say hi and maybe duck in for like 15-20 minutes.
Oh, you popped in on our political show? Just say hi?
I'll just in the comments, because I'm in the truck, so I can just give a wave or something like that, just to let her know that I'm listening or there.
So sorry, what was that? Yeah, let's read that question again. It was a very long question, wasn't it? Can you ask OJ if he thinks Rachel's end game? I guess does she have an end game? I don't know if Rachel has an end game.
No.
Yes. Yeah. I tried to take him seriously just to.
Oh, right. No. She did. I felt very complimented a couple weeks ago when she said she thought I was the only one that could maybe talk her out of being a Trump supporter. So I took that as a high compliment. But what was that in
the context of on a stream? She said
it was a little while ago. But I don't know. Maybe it's my delivery or whatever. But I don't know.
Did you believe her?
That not that I could convince her, but that I took it as a sign of respect for my thoughtful nature. Maybe, hopefully, that's what it was.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah, last week I was up on her show and we went into it with religion and stuff like that. And like I said on Rachel's stream this morning, that I was using my high voice way too much. I was like, "Listen, Rachel," and it was like, "That's not true." And we went into abortion and all sorts of things.
Oh God!
But it was fun,
yeah,
and I wasn't upset with her, but I just wasn't in the mood to take the And she, of course, she 2/3 of the time she was just reciting scripture. So I, just let her have her. It's her show, so she can do what she pleases. And I do respect the time she has into the word, and so it's always fun to banter with her about that kind of stuff, and occasionally, and yeah.
Well,
So
she respects you because she knows your background, right?
yeah,
And
we share, I was a church boy,
yeah, yeah.
and so we share a lot of the same, and we have a love of a lot of, older Christian music from the '70s and '80s. So
Mm.
we've been able to, commiserate on a lot of that stuff that it kind of feels fun because nobody else really knows about that comes in the streams, and so when we talk about Larry Norman or, Randy Stonehill and some of these guys, it's kind of our little, I don't know, our little club kind of thing. I don't know, it's kinda cool.
Can we bring up Russell S's question for me?
Yeah, let's see here. Does OJC's feel that editing Rachel's footage has drained his vitality? Yeah, tell us, can you give us an update on the,
Do I look exhausted or?
I don't think so. I think you look refreshed, Greg, but maybe you're just good at
Well,
are you
I didn't edit. I hired someone that, which was actually a really good idea. When you hire
yeah.
it, you give it to you give it to someone else, and then you have conversations. But
What stage are we in right now? Is the editing done?
oh yeah, the editing's been done
Okay, a
for quite a
while.
few weeks now,
What about
maybe a couple.
soundtrack?
So I talked to the musician who's doing the scoring for the
Mhm.
film this morning, and we both decided it's going to be done on Friday.
Oh,
So
cool.
so we're
Cool.
going to do a couple. It's a little tricky, right? Because normally I like to physically sit next to a visual and also a sound editor, and then you just watch it all the way through, and you kind of look at each other and say, "Fix that. What do you think of it?" You know what I mean? And you just push your way all the way through the film.
Mhm.
But being online, I don't know. I just find it harder to work like
Sure, it
that
would be.
online.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
You don't get that personal feel when you're sitting
Yeah.
next to each other, and then you can kind of feel each other's.
Mhm.
I can't let that go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Greg, let that go. They're just those kind of gestures and mannerisms, and you know what I mean. So anyway, we're on Tuesday. We're going to sit down and blow through it. We've booked 3 hours online, and then we have time Wednesday too, and then he's going to finish the mix by Friday. So I do need to sit down and look at all the deadlines for the film festivals and things like that. So
Yeah.
we'll
So
see.
so the production of it will be done within a month or so then? Is that what you're saying, basically?
Or like well, we call it post production, right?
Post-production.
Yeah, we'll be done hopefully by next Friday, actually.
Okay. Alright.
So yeah,
So
yeah.
then it's distribution from there? Or
Then it's distribution mode. Yeah, sending it to film festivals. I'm going to do what's called, what do you call it? Um, well, I'm calling it rough cut screenings.
Mhm.
It's a way to get around maintaining your ability to have a premiere screening. Because
Ah,
films, I'll probably record a video on this and bring some people on from the industry. But a lot of film festivals, they want to have premieres, right? If you go to a film festival, you'll
okay.
always see, American premiere, North American premiere, world premiere, and it's just a way for the festivals to kind of toot their horn, right?
Mhm.
And say we're getting all the hot films, so or the
What
not
what
so
kinda
hot films.
runtime are you what kinda
So,
runtime are you at?
good question. I think we were at 33 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
around 33 minutes. I
Would you
think when I
is that a featurette? Is that kind of a how does that
I
work?
think I think it would be I think it's a kind of a mid-range
Okay.
documentary. So it's a little tricky, right? A short is usually under 25 minutes or so.
Mhm.
Feature is usually over 45, 50 minutes.
Okay.
So this is kind of new ground for me. So I'll have to figure out where
Yeah.
to position it. So maybe a little harder. Although I've had my stuff screened in the past just because it fit in time-wise, but
Mhm.
I'm starting to feel like this is a weird kind of a
Yeah.
film. No,
Well,
a weird 33 minutes.
I'm really excited about seeing it.
Yeah.
I think we
So I
all
think I think we'll do some rough cut screenings so
okay.
that,
Alright.
and I'll invite some people online and we'll do a rough cut screening.
That'd be
But I'm
fantastic.
gonna do the first one I'm gonna do is gonna be up in Paris. There's Oh, here's one of the stars. Here we
Well, I
go.
thought I had in my contract that I get to see the rough cut, you know, and make some notes.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
The,
of
the
course.
paperwork is around. Let me.
That's a given, right?
The
Marty
lawyer,
hasn't
my
been
lawyer
keeping up-
just stepped out to have a.
Marty hasn't been keeping up a couple questions I have. First of all, will it be better than Marjo? That I want to know if it's better than Marjo. You know Marjo?
I don't know, Marjo. What's that?
What's that?
You fucking people don't know Marjo? It was a documentary in the 70s about Marjo, who was a Christian evangelist kind of preacher guy that became an actor. So it was a documentary, sort of. You got to look it up. It became
Okay.
sort of the story of this guy. He became an actor. He was probably on Love Boat too after that or something.
I'm gonna write
But
that down.
you might like it because it doesn't follow this story, but it Margoe, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, Marjo Gordon or something.
I'm sure I can find it.
Anyway, and then I asked, are you going to do a premiere in the Kremlin? That's what probably Rachel would like.
Well, if we're going to follow that logic, then Mazzy, then after my film, right, your star will rise, and you can go on The Bachelor or something like that. You know?
Yeah, right. That's not.
Well, there's no Love Boat, so what's the equivalent of Love Boat today?
No, there's Marjo. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
watch that. I mean, I haven't seen it in 40 years, so it could be. I'm sure it's dated and stuff, but
1972.
yeah. So it's when I graduated high school, but it was really interesting there. It was kind of big it was big in the theaters at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't have all the fake news then,
right.
like Rachel's show, you know.
So is that better? Is that better for my film, or maybe?
Well, the problem is nobody knows what's real and what's fake these days because it's all it's all a blur, you know. And I'm worried. My son lives in Portland, Oregon, you know, right? And
the war ravaged Portland, Oregon. You mean?
Yeah, the war torn Portland, Oregon, the weird Portland, Oregon, and you know, it'll probably help the TV show Portlandia that recently came on Netflix, all the reruns of that show. So that'll probably get some buzz now. But remember how all those gun toters would say, the reason we have to have our rifles and our automatic weapons is because the government will come after us. Well, it turns out they're coming after the liberals. And,
There's the mayor of Portland is looking to invalidate the lease that ICE has on the building and excuse me, on the building they're using because they have some evidence, I guess, that they've been instigating some of the conflict between the peaceful protesters outside. So, and then our governor had a press conference yesterday or the day before.
There's the mayor of Portland.
Yeah, Kyle McLaughlin. That's awesome. And basically says, she's not going to allow the Oregon National Guard to be activated, and so we'll see what happens. It's a big show. Portland is a peaceful town. There's no problem.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I live 3 hours away.
Yeah, exactly. You know all about it.
It's ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. He wants to. He is inciting riots. I'm sorry to.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's
certainly not calming things down, is he? Sending in the National Guard.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that saying that if I would have said, if you Americans elect Trump, he's going to send troops into your cities, you all, even liberals would have said, okay.
I mean, it's
come on, Greg, calm down, right?
Blatantly unconstitutional to put troops, to arm troops and put them in, and they're not trained as law enforcement. It's just a show, of course. It's just a show.
And it's going to cause, someone is going to be, well, people are already killed, but it's going to get worse on either side. There's a horrible thing. I just saw the news this morning, this Mormon church.
I saw that. It was a drone footage of the fire.
It was a shootout. They kill people and the church is on fire. And I don't know who did what and what the motive is at this point. But this is like the 60s and 70s.
It feels wild. But it's
worse because the government's doing it with the support of I can't believe even the Supreme Court's allowing Trump to do all this shit. He wants to get rid of birthright citizenship in America. Yeah. It's one man making decisions for everybody, left and right. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it is. It's crazy. I
Even
mean,
if you agree with his politics, there shouldn't be one man just doing what he wants. That's what dictatorship is like. And
yeah,
people say, "Oh, he's not a dictator. He's acting like one. He's
yeah,
doing
he's
things
acting
like
like one.
one."
Yeah, he really is. And all this unilateral stuff that like the tariffs, totally unconstitutional. He's not supposed to have the only time he's supposed to be able to institute tariffs is in an economic emergency.
Yeah,
We're
the
not,
House is bending over though and just doesn't do anything.
no,
So
there's a lot to be said for the fecklessness of the Democrats too, and just how they haven't been able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you been reading about and hearing about all the drones flying around Denmark and Poland?
No,
And
no.
what's that?
oh, you haven't?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, no. Well, apparently, mumble. Everyone's saying it's the Russians. No one's come out and said it that it's the Russians, but they've been having to shut down a lot of the airports in and around Scandinavia over the last 3 or
No
4 days.
kidding.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about that. Yeah, I think what's
There's too much
happening.
news going on here every
I
minute.
think
Can't
what's
keep up.
happening is
Can't keep
that
up.
people. I think the Western European governments don't want to release information on what is actually happening, because there's a debate going on in France and Germany, elsewhere, and now in Scandinavia about when do you call out the Russians for the shit that they're pulling, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened during the Olympics when the TGV was shut down?
Mm-mm.
And there was no real follow-up to that. You don't remember that, right?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, so there's a lot of low-grade shit that's going on around Europe and Scandinavia, and Trump doesn't say anything about it. No one's saying anything about it, but it's starting to pick up, because I think the Russia-Ukraine war is heating up, right? And
Yeah. Well, he's flying
Putin
into
knows that he can
Poland
do
and-
whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
So
He has to have some compromise on Trump. There's just no way around it. There has to be something there that and of course Netanyahu does. That's a guarantee.
Well, he's a prize too. He's fucked over Israel. I'm a supporter of Israel, not of what they've done in the Gaza. And I hate it's like, don't hate Israel because of the leaders of Israel. Don't hate the Americans because of the leaders of American now.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
yeah, collective punishment sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
No way to, it's the worst. Yeah.
So you're gonna have a screening for everyone, like the people involved in this documentary?
The people involved, yeah.
The
people involved will have a screening. I need to just technologically figure out how to do it. I might have to do it through Zoom or something a bit more academic, because I have a little bit more control over it. And you know what it's like, Mazzy. You get all these people coming in, all that kind of shit. So I need to kind of make sure it doesn't get ripped off and the trolls come in. And
Sure.
Yeah. But so we're just wrapping up the music and then sending it off to the festival. So
wow.
Yeah. You're gonna love it. Don't worry. It's great.
I'm not worried. I don't care. I know what I said, and I know people can edit things and not blame, talking about you, but people can edit things and make them, it's looking back to like Let It Be, when Paul and George are arguing. When we see the whole footage, we realize as bad as it is, it wasn't that bad. When we hear the whole Get Back thing, we see the whole Get Back thing. So I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, anything I've said to and about Rachel, I've said it like in front of her and to her on here,
So I remember that day specifically.
I only think we took some license with Rob, not Massey. No, we wouldn't do that to her.
I don't care. I'm not worried about it. I just want to see my good side.
Oh yeah. It's all good. But I'm heading up to Den Bosch. I might show it to some people in Den Bosch. Going to show it at some of my university pals in Paris. At the American University of Paris, I'll do a rough cut screening.
Is Michael 45 in it?
No.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I don't know if he's going to be there. And then show it at a couple universities in London before the festivals kick in. So I think like a general release will probably be. It's going to be a while next summer.
Oh wow.
Okay. Send it to SIFF. SIFF is the Seattle International Film Festival.
I did, Mazzy, I did have one of my films shown. It was a human rights film festival in Seattle, but I wasn't able to go. But that was quite a few years back. I don't know if it's still going on. But I really want to get the film into the Doxa Film Festival, which is in Vancouver. So if it's in Vancouver, then I'm going to bug you to come up. We can
What's
do the
your last
Q&A
month?
together. You know,
Will you be back next summer? You'll be back in BC?
I'm back next August, but if it gets into some of the festivals in May, then I'll fly back.
Oh, not BC. You're in Ontario. Right?
I'm in Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, if it's next summer, it'll be right at the height of the campaign for the midterms. That would be a good, probably really a good
Yeah, I
time to
haven't
do it.
even thought about that. You're right, because when's the vote? Same, isn't it November?
It'd be a year from this November.
So probably, yeah, do a general release, over the summer before then. Yeah, so there could be but I don't know. I'm not too excited about traveling the border. I'll be honest, going to the States.
It's
I'm a professor from Toronto who makes films about
Seattle's right. Like I'm 3 hours or so from Vancouver, and I'm 3 hours or so from Portland. So in the middle there. So I can either cross the border and deal with Canadians, or I can go to the war-torn city of Portland, Oregon. You know,
you're in the center of it out there.
Mazzy, are you coming down for the Portland Record Show next month? I think it's on the 11th.
Probably not. I think I'm not. I've been traveling a lot this year, and I think I'm not traveling at all the rest of the year. It's not that much. And I've had a bunch of people. I'm kind of burnt out with all these visitors, and I don't. That sounds rude.
No,
but I had Jacob Wendt, the jazz drummer, really nice guy. You know,
I love your video there, Mazzy, with putting the drum together. That was awesome.
He stayed here 4 nights, and we saw him, and he did a thing, and he's very on top of it, but he's very energetic, and he was staying here, and I have a guest room, which is great. So it's easy. So if you ever come to Seattle, I have a guest room for people I know. I have room, own bathroom, everything. So, but I did an auction too in the middle of it. And I said, look, I felt like it was an asshole. I said, do me one favor. I need an hour before, and I have the big office downstairs where the drums go down there during it, because I can't have anyone in my sight line. Because I'm using the 2 computers, the video and then running the whatnot.
There's a lot going on.
It's more complicated than when we do it on YouTube. And I remember one of my photographers, because I represented these advertising photographers, and my food photographer would always, every once in a while, she'd be with the food stylist and they're doing the whole thing. And if every once in a while, people would hang over, if I would come to a shoot within a few feet, she says, "Oh, stop hovering. Everyone stop hovering." Like, don't, it's like these actors say, don't stay in my sight line when I'm doing my shtick. And you sound like an asshole, but there's a reality to it.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to concentrate. I'm not obviously acting, but you're concentrating.
And you're juggling some balls there while you're.
Yeah. And someone's noodling and doing all this stuff.
Mazzy, when I stay at your place, I'll just hover in the background, and I'll just hold on to the LPs that you're.
Okay.
You need, it's like, next one. Greg,
no, but it's only when I'm doing something. Otherwise, it's fine. But it when you have to entertain, even though I didn't have to entertain them every day, it's a lot for 4 days, like that. Unless you know the person really well, and they say, "Hey, I'm going out for a few hours, and I'll see you tonight," or whatever,
I caught the auction. That was fun with the butcher and the mono box and some of those other ones.
Yeah, that was a good auction. I mean,
were you pleased with the results?
Yeah, like I sold 12 things, and I think I netted $3,800.
That's pretty cool.
Well, one was a box set, and then a couple rarities, really rarities. I don't need this stuff on my shelf anymore, that kind of stuff.
I hear you.
Now it's paying for these speakers I'm going to keep.
Are you going to keep those speakers then?
Well, the video I did, if you saw it, they loaned me. They had a used pair of the Spender A7.2s, which are the bigger ones, and I've been playing those here for 3 weeks. And I love them. Now, I still have my BMWs. They offered me to trade. I'd rather sell them and get a little more. But if not, I'll just trade them, just not to deal with. But they're beautiful speakers, those white ones, and they have the boxes and everything.
So what's the you've probably covered this, but what do you like about these Spenders over the BMW?
I think they're a little tighter in the mid-range and the bass. I mean, they're not boomy at all. And the thing about those BMWs, they have that the tweeter on top.
There, yeah.
And which is a cone tweeter, which is very good. And they're actually 4 speakers, or bass, 2 mids, and I mean, there's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus the tweeter, whereas the other one's only a 3-way, 2 plus the tweeter, and they're just tighter, they're richer, and my room is bright anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So on some record, I mean, my BMWs I love, they sound great, and you really want to. And I crank music loud a lot. I live in a house, and as long as it's not late at night, I play music when I'm alone, pretty loud sometimes. I can pump it, and I think they just seem richer. Now, is it a new thing because I've had the other ones for 6 years?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. They just tighten certain records up. They're a used pair, so they're like new. They're $9,000, and I'm getting it for like 4,500 if I, which is still a lot of money. But
now speakers break in, don't they? I mean,
exactly. And so these are already broken in too.
Like an acoustic guitar.
The other spenders were the smaller ones, and they just didn't fill this room enough.
Okay.
So,
well, that's
cool. Do your neighbors kind of give you nasty looks every now and again, Nazi, because you crank your music too loud?
No, because I mean, there's one house off the kitchen there, and it's about, I don't know, 12, 15 feet away. Otherwise, just I'm up above everybody.
And you're across the street, right?
I look down at my minions in the neighborhood there.
Right.
I'm like Xanadu, and it's a reference to Citizen Kane, if you guys not into cinema don't know that. But no, I mean, I'm not blasting at 11, 12 at 1 in the morning, but
he's film bossing us, isn't he, Marty? It's Sunday.
Maybe a little intimidation.
He's coming in heavy, and
I studied film in college, and I not really production as much, a little bit, but just the history and all that stuff.
Film studies, yeah.
I did go see the new Paul Thomas Anderson film yesterday, which
how was that?
Really good. I didn't love it.
Is it gonna? Does it have to age on you? Some of his.
I don't know.
His movies
it's
are
very timely, even though it goes back. I mean, there's stuff with left-wing bombing and immigration and stuff, but and about white supremacy and stuff. Some of it's very funny. The best actor in it is Sean Penn. His character is amazing. And the subtlety of his performance is fucking amazing. DiCaprio's really good.
Yeah. Does it watch like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, like the other ones?
Some of it. I mean, there's a lot. I'm a big fan, obviously, of Punch Drunk and Boogie Nights, and
Magnolia.
I love There Will Be Blood. Yeah. I like Phantom Thread a lot. A lot of people didn't love that, but I love Phantom.
Have you seen Hard Eight? His first movie. That's my favorite of his.
Yeah,
love that movie.
I didn't like Inherent. What is it? Vice.
Inherent Vice.
And I didn't like. And I didn't like at all Licorice Pizza. I don't know
it was interesting. Yeah,
it was weird. I saw Flow last night. Has anyone seen Flow, the animation film about the CAD? It won the Academy Award last year. I think the director's from Poland, I'm going to say. It's excellent. If you want a feel-good movie, a good political movie, watch it. It's about all these animals. It's during a flood, and all these animals are in a boat together. So it's really well done. It's also incredibly beautiful film. I highly recommend it. And it's with all the shit that's going on in the world, you watch this and you feel like, okay.
I try to go, like, if not every week, every other week, to the theater. I like seeing movies still in a theater. I go in phases. Sometimes the old days, I used to go, like Michelle and I, like before our son was born, even like on a Saturday, we'd coordinate it. We go to 3 movies all day. Like go to this theater, drive. I would anything in a theater, any kind. Action films, documentaries, little films. Do you always like purchase a root beer and a medium-sized popcorn, or do you have a routine as far as snacks? No. I'm not usually a soft drink person, except you're right. I would, if I drink a soft drink, the only soft drinks I'll drink is a root beer or a Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
But I'll never have a Coke.
Sugar man.
Yeah. When Rochelle and I were dating, we snuck a French dip sandwich into the theater once and had a
with the gravy, or like sitting in the back?
Yes, with the au jus or whatever it is.
It's good unless people bring in stuff that smells. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. it started that we have this theater in Salem called Northern Lights Theater, and they took out every other row and put a bar in it, and they'll bring you food. So that's pretty cool. They have pizza there and some stuff like that.
Yeah, Bellevue, there's a big complex, and there's one theater. It's a 21 and over, all the theaters, and you push a button in your seat, and they come and order, and they.
Oh wow, like an airplane.
And they had cocktails, food.
Bring you a craft beer.
Yeah. This place has beer too.
It's like Alamo beer, Alamo Dream. What's it called? Alamo something. The chain out of Austin, and there's one in San Francisco. Yeah.
Cool.
Magnolia was great too. Exactly.
Yeah, Magnolia was fantastic. I mean, Tom Cruise.
And The Master's good. It's so long. You have to really be in the mood for it.
It is.
But seeing that in the theater, that might be one of his best looking films. It's so good.
It's a kind of a spin-off of L. Ron Hubbard, right?
Yeah.
In Scientology. Yeah.
I mean, he likes his long movies.
Yeah.
Master
was a little too intense for me.
Yeah, it was the drug trips and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And just the force of will, and I found it quite beyond dark,
Yeah. He's pushing it. I mean? That's probably I think that's probably his darkest film, or
There May Be Blood, or There Will Be Blood.
Pretty dark.
That's pretty dark too.
It's that same kind of
persona. My God.
Just intense. Kind of character-driven films, right?
But Daniel Day-Lewis just always, whatever he does, I'm all in on. And
it is, he's really slowed down the last couple of years, hasn't he?
Well, he retired, but for 7 years. The last one was Phantom Thread. But he's back. He said one more time, because his son directed the film that he helped write with his son. And
really?
I think he's in it to get funding, and it's coming out. The previews are out now on YouTube.
Okay.
And it's a guy who lives in the woods. And
I saw the trailer for that. That looks pretty wild.
Yeah, and but he says this isn't a one-off, don't tease me type of thing, whatever.
Hey, Eddie.
So
yeah. What, Raji? I don't like Tom Cruise, so I'm not too keen on Magnolia. I thought The Master was great. Tom Cruise is fantastic in Magnolia. I mean, it's if not his best, one of his best roles. I'm a huge fan of John C. Reilly, and him, the cop character in that movie, and then the whole frogs from the sky at the end that just kind of was like, wow. And William H. Macy and that kind of stuff. So, Greg, did you have a few more albums you wanted to show?
I just have one other 74. I had two 74s.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
This is I don't know if did I see Mazzy show this one? This one I picked it up in London. It's that the reissue. That's the 74 LP as well.
I don't.
Oh, no. 2 is 1. Charles Rouse.
I didn't show that.
No, you didn't. Huh. It was reissued by Strata East. Here, let me pull out the hype sticker.
So it's jazz.
Yes, it's kind of jazz funk.
Okay.
And I think Kevin Gray cut that as well. Is it? Yeah. So anyway, it sounds beautiful. I think they came out with like three LPs. It just came out 6 months ago, I'm going to say. 3 reissues from Strata East, and they all sound amazing. So I found this, and they sold out. I found this up on the wall in London, so I picked it up. Nice. Reckless Records. You went down there, right, Nancy?
Reckless.
Soho. Yeah, picked through there, but I found
we did our Soho pub crawl.
Mazzy, I streamed Twilight Override in the truck this week. That was
good.
You
like it?
Yeah, I did. I didn't make it through the third disc yet, but
it's a lot, but it's really cool. I like it. That's the Jeff Tweedy record, 3 LPs.
Yeah, hey Dave, it seems a little bit like his stuff seems a little bit, is the term homogeneous, like all the songs are pretty close to each other.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that. There's some good harmonies, like almost like Beatlesque harmonies later on. Yeah.
And it's just him solo with his guitar?
It's his sons and a couple other musicians. So it's not full on Wilco, but it's a band. It's band. I mean, it's not just guitar, but it's really well recorded acoustic guitars. It's like a folky album a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a video up on YouTube. You can listen to the whole thing. He did it.
Well, he's driving, right?
He's driving his
Yeah.
SUV, and the camera's like from the passenger seat looking at him, and he's just playing the whole thing, and all he does is drive. Sometimes
he's like drinks a soda or eats a snack.
He eats some chips. He eats the snack, and sometimes he mouths the lyrics, sometimes not. And it's just
it was cool. Neat way to do it.
Kind of a cool idea.
Totally Tweedy.
Last time I saw Jeff Tweedy, he played at one of the big theaters in Ottawa, and we were in the Queen's seat, which there's some of the big theaters in Canada. It's where
the Queen will sit when she comes.
I'm talking about Ottawa, Canada.
Real Queen.
Yes, where we still have monarchs, and we're still royalists, right? Yeah, and there's a little, what do you call those little rooms over? They have their own box. Yeah, the kind of VIP box. And my friend was working for the theater. It's a National Arts Center right downtown Ottawa, and so it wasn't sold out. So we got to sit in the Queen's box, the royal box.
You're a member of the monarchy, really, being Canadian, right? You got the
Commonwealth,
Commonwealth, I should say. That's what. So, how do you feel about that? America has a king now. Do you think that is equivalent?
Yeah,
we have a queen.
At least your king kind of glows, right? He has a certain glow about him. It's almost like
it's a permanent glow,
like an orange glow, right?
And the tackiest office that.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That gold is so tacky.
He's millions on a ballroom. He just spent He talks about all the money to do that, and then he cuts cancer research for children.
Yeah,
and he cuts scientific research
and foreign aid. That they say can kill a couple of million people.
And he cuts
HIV funding in Africa.
Green energy, which the rest of the world's going to surpass us. So make America backwards again.
Yeah, he told the UN that it's a green scam, and that all those countries are going to hell. He said they're all going to hell.
Even oil companies support green energy. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
We hope so. We hope it's sooner than later, Joe.
Hey, Joe, how you doing, man?
Hey, Joe, where you going?
Let's see. What are we at? We're at about 1:15. I have my sort of goddaughters coming over today, so I'm gonna duck out, and they're gonna be here in a little bit. Get ready, and I'm gonna clean some more records. Mazzy, the humming guru. I just can't say enough how much I love it, and how great
you're
it
a disciple, huh?
Totally. Isn't it easy? Isn't it?
It's so awesome.
Me, I wouldn't clean records for 50 years, and all of a sudden,
it's just it's you just have to take your time, just put one in after the other. But I got it set up here, and it's in the studio, so that like doing yours downstairs in your laundry room there, whatever, you don't have to worry about the noise.
I close the door, I come upstairs. Sometimes I don't go right away, forget about it, and I go down, and I have a stack that I usually do about 10 to 12 at a time in a session.
Yeah,
it depends. I don't do a one-off.
You gave me that little jar, or that little tube of the
surfactant.
Yes, that makes a big difference.
Really?
I think
it
breaks the water. It breaks the water down.
Then do you do another rinse after?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, if you use a surfactant, you should run it again with the just water.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it, but it's good to get 2 of those little drawers where the water goes in, and put one in. I keep thinking to order one. I was going to use the one from that one, but then I thought I don't need to do it. I don't use surfactant anymore unless it's really a fucked up record. Yeah.
Well, I've put some really dirty records through it, and it's amazing. I don't know how it you would think it scrubs it, but there's nothing touching there. There's no brushes. There's no nothing. It just uses the ultrasonic sound. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So
people are saying make sure not to crush up Tylenol and put it in there, Marty. That's because you know what happens then.
That was my secret ingredient.
Then you'll start voting Republican.
Yeah, and it turns into autistic music that way. Then anyway, so Greg, Mazzy, thank you so much for coming up.
And wait to see the film.
Yeah, I'll be in touch, Mazzy.
Let us know. Yvonne, contact me on the Instagram, and we'll figure out how to get you some records. So take care, everybody, and have a
Take care, you
wonderful
guys.
weekend, and we'll see
Yep.
you next time.
All right. All the